My name's Rutger Allen, and I'll be an occasional guest on Dungeons of Natural Zero. But without further ado, let's get right into the adventure. So the prelude is set with you and your friends went to a Catholic school on the outskirts of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. You remember the rolling greens of Lancaster, of the blue summer skies over the pasture lands, as far as your tiny legs could take you. You also remember the final member of your little group of friends, Jessica Gray. Jessica was a kind, caring girl with brown hair and green eyes. She was always willing to be a shoulder to lean on, an ear to listen to, and trustworthy beyond reproach. You also remember Father Loudermitch, the vice principal. He was middle aged when you went to that school, around 42 or 43. His face was kind, and he always wore a smile. Dirty blonde hair cut short hung loosely over his twinkling eyes. He led prayers, visited with parents to discuss their children's futures, and so on. This was the face most of the world saw of Father Loudermitch. They didn't see the eyes lustily following some of the children, looks that only certain children saw and quivered in disgust under. Loudermitch was the kind of individual who had such a high standing in the community he was beyond reproach in the eyes of many. He was also smart enough not to overreach. This was unfortunate for Jessica. Her parents were removed, and you all suspect possibly abusive, so they didn't pay much attention to her. She often came to school with bruises and scrapes. She was exactly the kind of person a demon like Loudermitch could fully unload his deviant desires upon. Innumerable are the days that your group of friends would go to leave school and Jessica would have to stay behind because she was falling behind in class or Father Loudermitch wanted to talk to her, using the excuse of the unexplained bruises and injuries. As the days went on, Jessica became more and more sullen and recluse, though she did her best to be there for her friends. Eventually, in one of those inexplicable coincidences, the rest of your group kind of split apart and moved away. You all did your best to keep in contact with one another, and for the most part, you were successful, with the exception of Jessica Gray. Okay, so before we get into the adventure main, is there anything that your characters are wanting to do specifically?
Um, are we at a specific starting point, or?
Um, not particularly. Like, if there's anything in particular you want to do to set up your character, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll just jump right into it.
I mean, I guess I'll introduce my character if everybody wants to do that, so the audience is aware of who we are. I'm playing the role of Gwendolyn Storm Parker, a 19-year-old YouTuber. Um, Obviously, one of the YouTube model ladies. Cosplayer. Pretty short, 4'9". She's got dyed platinum hair, pale white skin, green eyes. I mean, I'm not going to. I don't feel the need to go too much farther than that with myself. I'll pass it on to one of the other two.
Um, I'll be playing Thomas McCarthy, a 22-year-old entrepreneur and hopefully an actor one day. I currently reside in New York, going to school to do said. Um, we travel back and forth to Lancaster frequently. So
I'll be playing Levi Smith. He's a 21-year-old going to college for marine biology, and he moved to St. Augustine, Florida, to follow his dad, who's had base just there.
Alrighty then. Well, so you all are doing your own thing. You're going to school. You're doing your YouTubing. You're out there with your dad and learning to become a marine biologist. And you receive a call. It's from an unknown number, and you don't recognize it, but you instantly recognize the voice, even though it's matured. It's undoubtedly Jessica. Um, the remembrance of the voice is enough to cause tears to sting your eyes. Her voice is garbled due to heavy static. Help! I, in Centralia, became in trouble. Only strength. And then it cuts out abruptly. You do recall that Jessica had mentioned when she was younger wanting to be an investigative journalist. She'd always seemed to be particularly interested in the supernatural and occult, and had spoken about when she grew up wanting to become an investigator into things like ghost towns. You also seem to recall her talking about a town in central Pennsylvania called Centralia when you were younger that suddenly became a ghost town after a massive fire. Apart from that, you can't remember the details.
Can I make note that my last prior goal was to gather the old crew and head towards home anyway before this call? Okay, so this just fuels my desire for my, like, there's something deeper here. Like, I feel like there's something going on now, and I'm gonna feel compelled to want to reach out to the other two and be like, look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I already thought something weird was going on, and I already told you guys my mom died, and it happened in the town that we grew up in. So, I can only assume that maybe all this is connected. I just feel that there's something going on. I don't know what it is.
So you got the phone call too then?
Yeah. That's what, so you got a phone call?
I did.
That's strange. What time was it? Does our times on our calls match up or anything?
Actually, the calls don't show up if you go to look back for it.
See? This only proves what I'm saying. There's something going on here. This is weird. I've already been on my way. I've gathered up money to do all this, and my whole plan is to go see this through and find out what's going on and what happened to my mom.
Just to note, Centralia is not Lancaster. It's closer to central Pennsylvania.
Yeah. This is still
Actually,
like
it's
all
about
this
the name.
stuff still ties together though, right?
Maybe.
Seems like it does. I feel like it does. Anyway, moving on before I look stupid. I think we should investigate. I don't know if you guys are with me, but
Just to be clear, it is modern day. So if you wish to do some research on smartphones, you're more than welcome to.
I will do research. I'm also going to stream. Fill in my audience and viewers of what's going on.
Alright. What do you guys want?
So he's gathered us together.
He talked about it. I mean, I don't know exactly what the date is and all that. I don't know if you guys have wanted to just fast forward to meeting, where you're meeting, all that kind of stuff.
Where am I supposed to be meeting you at?
I figured we all, if everybody is capable, we just meet up at the town where we're going. What was the town again?
Centralia, but it's
Centralia.
been closed off.
Yeah, so we're going to go on the outside of Centralia. Okay, let's be smart about this. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to research the map around Centralia. What side were we closest to growing up?
I think it would have been to the south of you.
Okay, we're going to meet on the north side of Centralia. Alright, here's my reasoning. I say we go in, do some scouting. As we work our way down south through the city and find out whatever we can, whenever we leave, we'll at least be in familiar territory once we go so far.
That's fair.
Game plan. Makes sense.
It might take me a day or so to get there.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's going to take all of us so much time. I live in, what was it? Iowa? No. I didn't forgot where I was living. I move around a lot though, so it makes sense.
I feel like Florida's probably farther than New York.
Oh yeah, I'm right on top of it, pretty much. Comparatively to the two of you, I'm right on top of it.
Well,
Oh crap, where is it?
So,
I can't remember where I wrote that down. What was the city or the state we picked?
Montana?
Was it Montana?
Anaconda, Montana?
Anaconda, Montana. You were right.
Yeah, I'm in St. Augustine, Florida, man. It's gonna take me a while to get there.
so I'm gonna get there
Yeah.
a few days before they do.
And that being said, where everybody's going to take a while to get there. Like, if there's anything you want to do during the trip, if there's anything you want to do while you're waiting for them,
Obviously, I will be streaming my trip, showing my fans.
while you're driving.
No, not while I'm driving. I mean, I'll take short intervals for,
I was
just
about to say,
to.
because you're going to have to make a drive auto.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'll be smart and. I mean, I guess I would have a cam set up for the dash, right? I can just click it on, start driving, and have a stream while I'm driving, not hands free.
Yeah, I mean, you've got plenty of cash for that sort of
I'd
thing.
probably do some of that. I mean, I'd wrote it in that I'd equip myself for anywhere kind of streaming.
I didn't like you streaming.
Don't
So I'm
say
gonna leave.
that.
Turn it off immediately.
I have so many
I'm gonna leave
subscribers.
Aztec information with my mother,
Okay.
right? And I will use my vehicle and make my way to where she said,
Okay.
the other side of Centralia.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna pack up my fucking Jeep for, probably a few days trip just to get there.
I'm
Well,
sure
unless
there's
you want
more
to try to
than
get a
one.
plane ticket.
Nah, I'm gonna drive my Jeep.
I'm sure there's more than one police station in that area, relatively, but I do want to find one. I'm not going to act upon it yet, but I do want to find one.
Alright, is there anything that you're doing apart from just packing your Jeep? Like, are you doing anything along the trip, or anything that you want to talk upon?
I guess I'll just, tell my dad I'm heading out.
Okay.
I'm meeting up with my friends. We're gonna go and hit this abandoned town and find the killers of my
Strict father-in-law. Being a military dad.
Yeah. But you're a grown man now.
I'm
Make
trying
your own
to figure out.
decisions.
Grown man.
I'm trying to figure out if there's any way that I can find any missing persons reports without actually just walking into the police station.
Well, how would you go about it?
That's what I'm contemplating. I guess the courthouse would be my first stop.
Okay. Yeah, you should be, well, I guess what time period are you checking through, or are you asking anybody about it? Like, how are you going about it?
If there is any record of recent missing persons reports, and if there are not, then I will ask someone about it.
There are records of fairly recent, like within the last year or two, but there's nothing said about your friend.
Correct. I'd like to get that information and write it down somewhere so I can, in the future, see if any of this is connected somehow.
Oh, okay. To be quite honest, I don't have anything like that written down.
That's
so.
fine. I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, it's Pennsylvania. There's going to be missing person reports, but there's nothing that seems like it's connected.
Nothing definitive. I'm gonna be asking my viewers and fans to help me out with information and just do like cyber snooping, stuff like that, and just I'll try to limit how often I check, but I want to at least make sure I check so many times a day what they say,
All right.
just to see what information I can get.
Well, just let me know when you're checking.
Will do. Not while I'm driving.
Yeah, I would hope not. Drive auto if you do.
Are there any recent pictures of Jessica online?
No, there are not. If you type in Jessica Gray online, you will find pictures of her from when she was younger. Just a second. But it looks like back from about the time. It looks like the last pictures are missing photo pictures back from when she was about your age when you all moved away.
Wait, from the time we were growing up, those pictures are missing? Is that what you said?
No. The last pictures, he types Jessica Gray in on his smartphone, and he does find some pictures, but they're missing photos, like one information about this girl from about the time that you guys moved away originally, all those years ago.
Huh.
That being said, I don't reckon you know that. Devin's the only one that lives at this moment.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, I'm gonna drive around and find a non-populated gas station.
Okay. It shouldn't be too hard because Lancaster's busy, but once you get out of Lancaster, it's not very populated.
Whenever I get there, I'll walk in and I'll buy something, and ask the attendant if anything weird's been going on in town, stuff like that.
Nothing really, Sonny. What are you referring to exactly?
Well, I'm looking for a friend, if I'm being honest with you. I don't have a picture of her or anything. Something doesn't feel right.
Well, nothing's been going awry in these parts anytime. If you knew this area very well, you know nothing ever exciting happens here.
Right. I'm sure it's more exciting than you think.
I've been here for 50-some years, Sonny, but I appreciate that.
So I'll take out my phone and I'll pull up one of the pictures from when she was younger.
Okay.
And I'll show it to him. I say, listen, this was when she was around 10 or 12 years old. So she's relatively around my age now. But if you see anybody that looks like this, and I'll leave him my phone number, please call me.
Well, I'll call you. I remember seeing those pictures in the paper.
Oh.
It's been years ago now, but I remember. Everybody kind of thought she just ran away from home.
Interesting. And nobody's seen anything ever since?
Nobody's called anything that I know of. Actually, that nice preacher man's the one that called about it. Said that she'd been missing. From what I hear in the newspaper article, her parents weren't that good to her, so that's why everybody thinks she ran away.
Is there any chance you remember the name of that preacher?
Oh, it's old Father Loudermitch.
You know where I could find him?
Well, old Father Loudermitch had died a couple years ago of, I guess it's a heart attack or something, but he hadn't been around. He had a big service, but nobody's seen him.
I apologize if I'm intruding by asking you all these questions, but
You see, I ain't got that many customers, Sonny.
do you know where he preached?
Well, he didn't really preach that much. He used to be in that Catholic school at Lancaster, and he taught there up until he retired, and that's been about 2 or 3 years ago. And like I said, I had some heart trouble or stroke, or I don't know exactly. I didn't really keep up with it. All I know is that he passed away.
I understand. Did it happen to say in the obituaries or anything where he's buried?
Well, it I'm sure it did, but I don't have that paper anymore, and like I said, I wasn't following it all that close.
I wonder if the people that write the paper would have any copy of or any record of that.
It'd always be worth checking.
Well, I really appreciate your time, bud.
Of course. Anytime you have questions, you just feel free to come in.
I appreciate that. I take my leave.
All right.
I call her.
Yes.
So apparently, Laudermich passed away.
I'm assuming I'm still midstream.
Quite possibly, yeah. Are you driving, or are you pulled over?
I'm pulled over if I got a call from him. Like, I'd have pulled over.
Gotcha.
I'd have just told the audience this is important. Took the call and just put it on speaker so they could hear what's going on. When did he die?
Fella said 2 or 3 years ago. Some kind of heart trouble or something. And he also mentioned having seen newspaper articles about Jessica running away from home.
Well, we probably need to,
How far are you out?
how far am I? If you already got there.
And he's had enough time to do a little bit of research, so.
I mean, I'm probably, how far? I don't know the distance for that. Don't travel much. Forward.
Let's see. Driving straight through would be 30 hours. Well, 31 hours, actually.
Well, I'd have drove at least a day's worth and slept. And then finish the next
He's had enough
day.
time to get here and do a little research. This probably be on your second day of travel.
So I'm en route, almost there.
Well,
Have
thank
you
you.
heard from anyone else yet?
And it's about 14 hours for you
14?
if you drive straight through.
So he'd already be getting there.
Yeah,
He should be in the area.
he's
at this
way
point.
closer than you are.
Unless he
Okay.
unless he like stopped to sleep somewhere, he's probably there.
Yeah, I would definitely stop to sleep somewhere.
Okay, so he should be getting there sometime.
Anytime now.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Alright, well, I'm so many hours out. I assume our other friend will be there soon. If not already. I mean, so keep your eyes open.
I'll give him a call when we get off the phone.
Alright, sounds good. Well, I'm gonna get off here and finish my stream.
Fair enough.
I'll tag you in TikTok.
I'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
You mind grabbing me a pencil out of my book bag? It should be in there. Or actually, a great one. Thank you, sir.
I gave Levi a call.
Sounds good.
Hello?
Got here.
You should be close. I mean, even if you stopped to sleep and you took off late the evening before, like what time did you took off?
I probably left like that morning.
Okay, so we'll say 10. So 10 to what time do you think you would stop to like grab a bite to eat and fall asleep?
Probably around 8, 9.
And so 10 hours there, so you would have 4 hours the next day to travel, approximately. So if you take off at about 8 in the morning, that put you there at noon. And he's already had a chance to go to a rural gas station, which is probably half an hour drive out there and talk to the guy for 15-20 minutes, so you're probably 2.5 to 3 hours out. Huh?
And the courthouse.
And the courthouse, so you're probably about an hour out at most.
I'm an hour away.
Just kidding, here I am. What's up beside you?
I'll wait here for you then, and I tell him where the gas station is and stuff like that.
Okay. You got that there modern GPS, so you got it. Now y'all are just waiting for Gwendolyn.
I'm actually going to try to Google Jessica's name and missing person, see if anything comes up.
Yeah, there's you get mostly the newspaper articles. A lot of it puts Father Loudermitch in high esteem. He apparently was the one that reported her missing because her parents obviously didn't. He's the one that reported that he had feared that she'd been abused and that she ran away, and seemed very remorseful. Talked about how he mentored her and hoped the best for her. Police looked for her for a while, but after a couple weeks, they just gave up.
Can I look up the town that she mentioned?
Centralia?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look it up.
See any,
Now,
history about it?
you can. If you want to look it up on your smartphone, that's fine. There is a slight difference for this timeline because Centralia actually has 11 people living there. But to make my adventure work, it's a complete ghost town that's been closed off. They thought it was via a coal fire, but you will find some articles, conspiracy articles mostly, that people think it happened for some other reason. And there is still plumes of smoke that can be seen in Centralia, so this fire is still burning.
And it's been how long?
It's actually ironically been about the same time that you guys moved, probably about a year afterwards.
I'll just wait for him to get there.
Alright. Well, once he's done looking up stuff, he'll be there. We'll fast forward to it. While he's doing that, what you telling your streamers?
Well,
Might as well fill in the dead space somehow.
I'm going to be telling them what's going on, telling them the information I got just to verify it on camera. I'll tell them about the situation of what's going on, the things that I believe is happening, and I'm going to mention how Father Loudermitch was what I heard but didn't experience. He was a foul man and did naughty things with a lot of the girls and children, and I don't think girls were exclusively the taste, but I don't know for sure. But I'm here to figure out what is going on and get it solved and see if there's any connection to this and my mother's disappearance and death. And then I'm going to tell them I will be checking them later.
Go do the Korean peace sign.
See you on the next one, chat. What? What's
Go
up?
do the Korean peace sign. Alright, Levi. You have arrived.
I see the Jeep pull in and I recognize it immediately.
Alright.
I step out of my car.
I guess I'll park the Jeep and step out.
Okay. The clandestine meeting.
It's been a while, Levi.
Yeah. Don't remember you being as short as you are.
Pot shot out the gate.
Drop a man.
That's fair.
I am 6 foot tall, so.
Yeah, he's
Still hitting your head on shit.
No, I learned to duck.
Well, imagine she filled you in.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently Laudermich passed, says this gas station owner.
Okay. Anything about, we know Jessica's been missing. Okay, did you happen to look up anything about the town?
I haven't about the town yet, but I've been to the courthouse, this gas station. I marked where the police station was. I did find the missing person report for Jessica, and I show it to him.
Well, if you haven't looked anything up about the town, I will.
That's fair.
Yeah, like I said, just keep in mind my timeline changes to make it fit, but everything else will be the same. Alright. If there's anything you guys want to do, go for it. Otherwise, I'll just fast forward to it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Gwendolyn arrives.
Hello. What's going on? What are we doing? Are we ready? Do we have everything we need?
While everybody is...
For what?
While everybody's together, I'm going to go ahead and set the time of year, just to go ahead and set everything. It's actually late fall. October-ish. It's that time of year just before winter sets in New England when fogs are heavy and common, and the bite in the air requires a light jacket. The tulips withered the leaves and left the deciduous trees bare and eerie and sinister looking. The coniferous pines and spruces being all that grants greenery to an otherwise barren landscape. Alright, sorry for interrupting. Please go ahead.
Let's gather some supplies.
Where are we going?
We're going to the city. The abandoned town. We talked about this.
We're just right outside of it here.
I know, but let's make sure we've got everything we need.
I know, but... Okay, so what I'd like to do first...
Let's put one car on one end, or two cars on one end.
Okay.
And then
I'd like to go
back.
see Laudermich's grave.
Where's it at?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to find out.
That does us no good now. If we can't find it, it's not going to help us.
If we're going into town, we might need to get some gas masks because there's toxic gas from the mine fire spewing out the town.
See?
Just
I
a
said we need supplies.
just a tin foil.
Thanks for your input.
I didn't disagree
This
with
guy.
you, but I would like to go see Laudermich's grave.
Well, alright, go find the grave. We're gonna go get supplies. What's your head size?
Oh no, I'll come with you.
Well, let's not waste time here.
I don't know what my head size is. Would I know what my head size is? I suppose I would through acting and stuff like that.
Yeah, you probably have to wear fedoras and stuff
Yeah.
like that, so I'm sure you do.
Boom, bam. You go find the grave. We're gonna go get supplies.
Alright, I Google cemeteries around the area.
Okay. There's several. There is one that's more commonly used in Lancaster for the Catholic priests, fathers, cardinals, and so on.
Why don't you just Google the obituaries?
I mean, yeah,
It would tell you where he'd be buried.
not always. I'll try it.
Lancaster Central Cemetery.
Simple enough. Well,
Well, because he died in the last few years, most everything.
I'm gonna shoot him a message and say don't go there by yourself if you find it.
Okay.
And also, we're gonna go to the stores.
Roll me a luck check.
For a store?
No, to see if you get the message to him before he's heading out.
68.
What's your luck?
70. No, sorry. 60.
That's not too bad a failure, so. But you caught him after he found it, and he may well be on his way. It's up to him.
I text her back, like at the gate of the cemetery. Why?
Picture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a stream really quick. Just a quick stream on my phone. And just like, and this is why white people die in horror movies.
Oh my.
And I'm gonna send him another message and be like, for real?
It's a cemetery.
Yeah, that's where all the spooky stuff happens at night. I'll even send a little ghost emoji.
That's when he roughly stops texting you, gets into the cemetery.
Yeah, so I'm contemplating it, man.
Just out of character, I don't want to have a repeat of last campaign.
So what you doing? You waiting or you going?
We're gonna get supplies, masks if we can find them. Do we find them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lancaster's a fairly big place, so you don't really have a ton of issue finding whatever you need.
Yeah, we'll find everything we need. We'll even get some food rations and stuff, a couple packs or so, just to carry some equipment. Anything we should get specifically? Levi?
Other than, gas mask.
Yeah, I mean,
Is there a grave warden at this cemetery?
There is.
And we might need some, like, rope and stuff, because ground kind of got messed up.
yeah, it's a good idea.
Open up pockets and stuff, so,
What about some good sturdy rope?
climbing rope.
And, not gonna lie, doesn't Thomas carry a gun?
You've visibly seen it on my side.
Yeah,
Met
would
me.
I know what kind of gun that is?
Let's see. Roll me a firearms check, handgun.
41.
No.
Tiny clue. I'm gonna shoot him a message. What kind of gun do you carry?
It's a Beretta 45 ACP.
Hashtag smiley face. I don't even know what that is. Cool thing. I'm gonna walk into this.
You're
Like,
playing this character well.
I'm gonna go
Would
to
I
the.
know with my dad being in the military what kind of gun he has?
You may. It's not been your main area of focus, but you can make a firearms check like you did handgun if you'd like. I'll give you a bonus die, which means you can roll again and take the best because of your dad being in the military.
48 was the first one.
It's 20% on average, so you'll roll again and take the best.
60.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to a firearms store and pull out the message. Obviously, say it out to them. And be like, I need
Do you
ammunition
tell me
for
that's
it.
what they're doing? Do you tell me that's what they're doing?
No,
That you're
that's-
doing?
No, I don't tell you. That's what I'm doing.
We'll find out.
Roll me, go ahead and roll me a look check and see if they have that kind of in
24.
there. That's a hard look check, it got all kinds of it.
Well, I'm gonna buy a bunch of it.
Okay, how many rounds?
I'm gonna buy. How many come in a box?
It depends on
I don't
the
want
company and the box. and
crazy
everything else.
weight, but because what size are they? I can kind of judge it. Then.
45 ACP.
45s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember
That's
that.
probably like I could probably get 100 count. And that wouldn't be very heavy.
That's
Still, it'd be heavy.
I mean, it'd be so many pounds for sure, but
Yeah, you gotta workhorse over
That's
here.
what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna get like 100 rounds for it.
Because some days it's not no more.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and buy 100
Strong
rounds.
T-no.
Yeah, I got 65.
And should I get anything else while we're here? Should we get another gun?
Selfie stick.
Oh, a selfie stick would be nice.
I think you should already have a selfie stick.
You can always use a new selfie stick.
No, you don't need a selfie stick.
There's different lengths, different buttons and such.
Would I know
Colors.
the grave warden since I went to the Catholic school?
Well, we could always get a.
There's a chance. Roll me a luck with a bonus
Well,
die.
We should probably get, you know, like binoculars and stuff like that, so we can, you know, see at a good distance.
I'm gonna buy a shotgun.
It's a 30. My luck's 45.
Okay. Devin, you know more about guns than me. How long is the vetting process if you try to buy a gun?
In Pennsylvania, it's. I mean, it really depends. He could probably get it a little quicker because he's military family,
Okay.
but they have to run a background check on you regardless.
So I mean, I didn't figure it'd be a same-day thing.
So it couldn't happen in a day.
I mean, it might.
Yeah,
Depends on the gun store.
it depends on the gun store. You can get a gun in a day with background
Probably
check.
not a handgun.
Not a handgun, but he's
I don't want a handgun.
getting a shotgun.
Shotgun.
I don't know much about guns. I
Yeah,
don't
me
like them,
neither.
so if you,
I
I'm
was-
leaving
Yeah,
that up to you
I
guys.
mean,
Like
those
if-
are more base hunting.
Yeah, they
So-
still have to run a background check on you, but as long as it comes back, you can buy it.
Well, then we'd go for him. He's military. You're gonna buy this shotgun. I got the money.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
I'll even play it off
you,
of that.
you make your
Get
check.
like some
Need you make a hard?
goggles or something.
It was the
If
30
they
out of
have 'em,
45.
Okay, so
Well, or at least you know, like some
you
binoculars,
do
at
know
least.
him,
Well,
and he
I
does
wrote down
know you
binoculars,
vaguely,
and he
but
wrote-
you've only, like, it's not like you knew each other well.
Right.
I'm gonna get 100 foot of that.
Brutus.
So shotgun. You want me to roll a percentage or luck check on that to see if we get that right now today through his military ID and
With him
such?
being military, I think it should be fine.
Okay.
Or well, with him being military family. He's
Well, I'm thinking 12 gauge. What kind of gun store are we talking here? Like high end, mid end, like maybe the ones that might sell you some shady ammo.
I doubt, there's not gonna be any shady stuff.
Yeah, you ain't getting no dragon breath.
Yeah, you're not in the black market.
You're probably just gonna get buckshot, most likely.
Well, I'm gonna make sure it is a shotgun, and
If you're lucky, you might be able to get a slug.
I'm gonna use Google real quick and be like, what's the best shotgun to get to pow something or something stupid?
Like a deer.
No, like to blow a hole through something.
Home defense.
Like a deer.
No, because you
'Cause
want to
I
eat the
don't- I
deer.
don't-
I mean, it's whenever you're shooting something you don't want to eat,
I don't want to.
like a pumpkin bomb.
I don't want to encourage property damage now.
That's fair. We're not looking at property damage. We're just looking at bodily
Look up,
harm.
like home defense.
Home defense, yeah, home defense.
Well, with home defense, I mean, I would typically suggest just a handgun if you got a concealed permit carry. I mean, shotgun's not really typically a home defense situation. but-
Depends on what if it's a pump action, yeah.
And hand grip style.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they sell pistols.
Mossberg.
Mossberg. That's the one, says my YouTube fan.
Sure.
User 8817 Dragon Kink 23.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks for that.
Like I said, I don't know enough about guns to really be able to get into this with you. So.
Well, that's what we're going to shoot for. I assume these gun buffs in this shop know what that is.
Yeah, they'll help you out with it.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and buy that. So a Mossberg pump, and we're gonna buy their heavy ball ammunition as well as buckshot.
All Right.
so we can see it.
Is that got the pistol grip?
It did if you bought it that way.
That's what we'd buy. So, Mossberg shotgun. I'm getting all crazy today. Let's see, let's buy 40 rounds of buckshot.
While he's figuring all that up, what are you doing at the cemetery?
Is he in the cemetery or is he just outside of it? The grave warden.
He's in it.
You want to write down some shit?
And it is daytime.
Just
correct?
put
Yeah,
like a
yes.
carry pack
Okay,
on
I'm
your
going in.
It's probably like
on your
at this
possessions.
point. By the time Chase got there,
I guess we'll do a hiking pack.
it's
We already
probably
have a
late
rucksack
afternoon.
with
But
extra
it's still
clothes.
daytime.
Well, that's not efficient for your travel
talk to
carry.
him.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You
Well,
don't want to do long distance with that on your back.
Yeah.
Hello,
this
Bruce.
is
Immediately
what I've packed in
recognizes
my
that.
Jeep.
Yeah,
Well,
once you
we'll
say
keep
hello,
that in
Bruce
your
is like,
Jeep,
well,
and we'll get a new bag for
shit,
this.
it's been forever, right? How you been?
Can't complain.
And I'm gonna
Life's
do
been good
one
in
too, I guess.
The big city.
And I'm also gonna
I'm
do a
glad to see you're making
camelback.
something of yourself. What can I do for you?
I was actually here to
Oh,
see
med
Laura
kit.
Mitch's tombstone if it's here.
I have a first
Ah,
aid
your
Well,
old
I'm gonna get
feature.
more.
Yeah, it's here.
You never can be too safe.
kit. Yeah, because
You'll
we
need
can
to
just
do
leave
it.
that one in the Jeep and leave the Jeep.
There's actually
Actually,
somebody.
We
Get
use
away.
that at the
There
bottom
when you get
end
there.
on the south end.
Over
They
Keith
drop
Nelson?
your Jeep
Yeah.
off. Wherever will be whenever we start to go. We'll go catch up with
Before we
him.
get there,
Go straight south, drop your
who
Jeep
that
off, and then
that's,
we
that's
think
the
we should
local
drop his
Cardinal.
off elsewhere.
Well, there's an abandoned town below Centralia. Because
Cardinal Grace.
the abandoned town below the mine fire got all the way to that town below Centralia. So there's another abandoned town below that we could leave
I
it in,
suppose I'll approach.
Okay.
and it's to the south.
The
I just
tombstone
wanna
looks
make
like it's in
sure
good
we
condition.
can
There's fresh
put
flowers there.
One vehicle as close
yeah,
as possible. So
it
as soon
looks
as
like,
if we have
about
to
a
break
month,
straight out of that town and get out of there,
2018, so
we
it's
can get to that
about 3 years
Jeep.
ago.
or his vehicle, whichever one you'd prefer, between the two of your decisions.
So no fresh dirt, anything
Seeing that,
near this grave. I don't
the
mean
mine
this
fire and
grave,
stuff
but has
kinda
there been
made
anyone
the
buried recently
ground
near
more
him?
unstable.
No,
I think mine
no,
being
no,
closest
no
would
disturbed
be the
dirt
best.
that you can see.
That's
anyway,
true,
or
yeah,
anything.
because you
And
can
then his-
drive it
Like I
out.
said, the
It's
precious
farther
thing is
away.
the flowers.
So it'd be on safer ground.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna
you
try
know,
to
he
be as
probably
respectful as
drove
I
his
can, you know, to,
sports car.
to the cardinal and to the warden.
Well, then what we'll do is,
I do want to snap a picture of the tombstone,
Okay.
but I don't.
okay, yeah, we'll drive
This is
down.
one of
Yeah, that should be
Choose one of
fine.
those
The
shotguns.
Cardinals.
That one right
Pretty
there with
focused on
shells
the-
on the side of it.
doing all the-
You see that right there?
Yeah.
That'd be the one.
And
So I can
the
chuck
wardens, the grave
in
warden,
there.
doesn't mind you taking a
But with
picture,
the pistol
doesn't
grip?
matter.
Yeah, for the chuck. Can I have the chuck?
Well, listen, Bruce, I appreciate your time.
So
It's
I
good.
might. I'm in for
This
a while.
one?
I might be
just
back.
with the
Well, it's good to see you again. I wish you the best of
Bullet
luck. I
holder,
always
yeah.
did like you.
okay.
Likewise.
So,
I'll shake his hand.
okay.
I'll take my leave.
Sounds good.
I want to Google that
Roll
card.
me a spot hidden.
Probably not.
You gonna carry any food supplies? Will you write that down?
No.
Food supplies
Okay.
for.
You don't
Let's
see
go ahead
anything.
and give it like
89.
for at least a few
you
days.
don't see anything.
You know. How big is this town we're getting ready to go through? Like we're gonna go in?
Like the Centralia.
Yeah.
It's not. It never was like huge. Give me just.
Big
Well,
enough
you're
it
right,
could
while
take
you're
a bit
doing
of
that.
At the
time to
biggest,
explore.
it had 5 churches, 2 saloons, and then I think 3 or 4 hotels.
So. I mean,
So yeah,
I
it
kind
could
of
take us
imagine
some
it to be
time.
Bluefieldish.
It could take us some time to explore it. Maybe do more than just 3 days.
I want to Google that card.
Got to be safe, you know, in
Okay.
case something
Is it
happens. We
anything
need to make sure we
specific
can
that
take
you're
care of
Googling about him,
ourselves.
or-
No, I'm
Let's
just
see
going
what
to type his
we
name
can
into
find.
Google and see what comes up for right
Say
now, at least.
like that.
He's
Like not
close to
much
70
more,
years
but
old.
we need to make sure if
How about-
something
So he
happens
would've
and we have
known
to
about
set
it.
somewhere.
How about a weekly carry on
actually, there are
and
photos
then like
of him and the Irish
if-
together. He is the
and
highest
a Jeep,
ranking
a little more.
Catholic official in Lancaster. He's kind of the one
Alright,
that
I'm
does
fine with that. Do we
leads
we
most of
just
the major,
alright?
you know,
They could put us at a disadvantage.
most of
So
the major
remember
stuff
that.
for it. Like if there's
True,
an inauguration
but-
for a
I
new
mean, what's
school,
either we're
he's
carrying
there
more
to
weight,
do all the
or
blessings and that
there
sort of
is a
thing.
chance that if we get stuck, someone has to go
Usually
get that
him
to
or
bring
one
it
of
to
his
whoever.
colleagues usually
That's
have
the only
exorcism,
downside.
not
You know what I mean?
that
And if
stuff.
we're in some
But basically
situation, like,
anything
we're not
that
going to be able to do that very
is
easy.
needed to go through
True.
the Catholic
That's what I'm
Church.
saying. It's like
Once
I'd
the
almost
full
rather be
decision
safer and be
maker-
slower.
I'm
But-
the only one that's gonna be like carrying a lot of the weight.
Well, I'm buying an extra pack so we can disperse it. Now, I guess I'll buy 2 extra packs so we can evenly disperse it out. Because it's going to be the safest option. So we're each carrying enough weight to where it's not
I'm glad
overburdening
you're not
anyone.
attacked. Like I hadn't heard you, and I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, I'm buying 3 packs. I'm buying fucking 3 packs. So they're going to be hiking
What
packs.
you got there? I was gonna be like, so how you kept it up?
Through my research, I'll kind of try to get it a little more extensive with it now. But what I'm really looking for is,
Do you want a
was he
camelback?
involved in the missing persons reports that I can
What's
find?
that?
It's essentially, you
Not
think of it as a
directly,
water container that fits in your
because
pack
Jessica was
with a
in Catholic
hose that
school,
comes out. So while you're
Father
hiking, you
allowed
can
him
just
to
pull the hose out and
friends,
drink
like, he didn't
water.
Speak on it, you know,
Yeah, because that would be
just the
probably
generic
best.
things
That way
like,
we don't
this
have to
terrible
stop,
loss, may God rest her soul.
grab the thing and pull it.
Yeah, you can just hose right here, and they usually run
That's
like
what it
come
is.
out and come right here over your strap. So all you gotta do is
And it also kind of, if you place it in a right spot, it can keep your back cool.
yes,
Is there any chance?
exactly?
I should
So
have. I didn't even think to do this when I was there.
Yeah,
Is there
so
any
write you down
chance that when I
Camelback.
snapped that picture, I got the cardinal in the picture.
Roll me a luck check. It's gonna be a hard luck check though.
No, 87. I was
No,
trying to be too
didn't,
respectful.
you didn't even get the edge of his robe.
Right. That's fair.
Or his Dave Walker colors, I suppose.
I've completely missed everything they're talking.
Me too.
That's okay. You guys are not there, so you really shouldn't know about it.
we were doing stuff.
Yeah, we're planning this excursion to make sure we're safe and
This adventure.
there's adventure. It's gonna be nice. Herbider.
Like, how many days of extra food do we want to be putting in the Jeep?
You might as well put in another week.
I take
Just
out
be
my
smart.
computer
Let's just be
and
smart.
just start
you know.
logging on. my
Over
computer.
prepare.
Not logging.
Or don't it? You know.
Not logging, just logging it down in like word processor or something like that,
Okay.
just so that it's there.
like
all my findings and
in
what
it,
has
probably.
Sounds good.
I've got a good bit of cash though. My
Doing
assets
anything else?
fairly
Or you
high,
wanna
so
try to
we
finish
should
with
be
the-
okay.
Yeah, and then, let's see.
I send her
You
a
got it.
message. You still at the store?
Yeah. Where are you?
Leaving the cemetery.
You're a piece of shit. I'ma just like pull up my stream real quick. I'm gonna have him next to him like, and there he goes, trying to die like a white guy. And then I'm gonna end my stream real quick. And just make it a TikTok actually, just a quick TikTok. Set it up. And moving forward,
How far away from the store is where I am?
You're in Lancaster, so it's not gonna be far. Maybe
Sweet.
15, 20 minutes, especially at this time of day.
Should buy a
And
food guy.
we're in the COVID pandemic. It's not as crowded, so I mean, you don't have traffic and whatnot to contend
Hey,
with.
if anything, that's just going to draw attention to it.
So at most 15, 20
Which
minutes.
technically, if we
Right.
needed to, like, just be like,
Yeah, I just head
Somebody's
on that
just-
way.
not going to be
Well,
able to
he's-
make it back, we could give them a flare gun.
Thomas is there with Jens.
I'm gonna buy a knife,
Alright,
a good knife. I'm gonna buy.
It doesn't have a Tonto edge.
We talking like curve?
It's up to you. Oh, you talking about Tonto edge? Tonto's the one with the triangular point so it can stab or slice. Japanese stuff. It's my favorite.
Can I
Could just
get
get a
something
Bowie
like
knife.
that?
That's just typical.
Can I get something like that?
Why not just get a chopper? Yeah.
This is a chopper. Okay,
Well, no,
so
you get the Bowie knife like the Rambo had that has like the mess and stuff and stitching.
so
You
Tonto
could, man.
knife.
Going full Rambo is a dangerous thing.
Oh, about
I'm just
Tonto
saying,
knife,
like
yeah,
if you can be
it
able to
is.
have like stitching stuff into the knife.
Yeah, nah, I got you.
You're not Mila Jovovich, man.
Just saying, it could be helpful.
It could. If you want one, I'll buy it for you.
I have money that I can buy my
Well,
own.
then please.
I will buy my own
I'm
Rambo
supposed to
knife.
tell him, man, let him buy you everything. Or
No,
let her
don't
buy
do
you
that.
Everything.
I don't want to have to do a plead video for money for this excursion to find out who murdered my mother. And Jessica. What?
Just fucking with you,
No.
There is a grave there.
Yeah. Well, what happened? Is he here now?
Yeah,
What happened?
he's only a couple minutes away.
I went in, Brutus was there, he took me to the grave. The Cardinal was there at Laudermich's grave.
Uh-huh.
Apparently his name's Cardinal Grace.
What happened?
I snapped a picture of it and I showed her.
Nothing untoward. It shows his date of birth, date of death. Looks like the tombstone's in pretty good condition. There's fresh flowers on the grave.
I'm assuming.
Does the date match up to what we found?
I'm assuming that the fresh flowers are from the Cardinal.
The Cardinal. This Cardinal, what do you know about him?
I know what I Googled, and Brutus told me that they were good friends, Laudermich and the Cardinal.
Do we remember this guy from childhood? So this is...
Roll me an intelligence check. Everybody can.
Q0's
It's an 8. That's pretty good.
I rolled a 34.
79.
Okay. Well, he doesn't remember him at all. You guys vaguely remember him, he would occasionally come to the school, but for the most part, you just knew about him. He was the major Catholic representative in Lancaster.
Fair.
But you
He's
don't
the main
remember-
representative of the area?
Yeah, he's a cardinal. He's the highest ranking Catholic in Lancaster.
I'm not sure about this guy now. If old Laudermich was doing what he was doing to our friend Jessica, then it's hard to say what this old boy is doing.
That was my thought.
Well, I think further investigation is needed, obviously. Did you find out where he lives or anything?
He's the Cardinal.
So that was he in the church?
Does he live at church?
Yeah, he's yeah, he lives in one of the main halls, or well, near one of the main halls.
I mean, presumably pretty close, if not at the church, so it's not going to be that hard to find.
Just to move things along, not to mention he works at the church.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the same church that we know? Is it the one because we were in a school with
You were in a
Laudermich,
school.
right?
It's in. I mean, he works at the largest, most well-known Catholic church in Lancaster.
Let's wait on that note and go through the town, I think. I don't know what kind of information we could derive there yet without just arousing too much suspicion. Let's do the snooping first. That'll be the smartest plan, I think, of attack.
So at this point, after all the investigation and shopping and all that, it is getting pretty late, like 8 or so. So,
Alright, let's decide where we're holding up for the night. Like I said, let's try not to arouse too much suspicion.
this guy putting everything online.
Yeah. Alright then. Hey guys, we're over here in Lancaster, getting ready to go through this spooky town, maybe uncover a cult, who knows. Catch me on the flip-flop, hashtag friendly.
Well, we could always, slow down in tents.
What?
Well, you have a van, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, you can't sleep in the back of your van?
I was talking about you guys, you're not sleeping in my van.
Well, I
Well, I guess you could sit in the front seats and sleep if that's cool.
I can sleep in a
I can
fucking
just stay
tent.
at my grandparents' house.
I love the fact that all of y'all are fucking wealthy. None of you are like thinking about a hotel or a motel.
Yeah.
Well, you
Gotta
don't
stay
want
under
to
the grid, man.
Again.
I mean, I own a piece of property here, so. But my grandparents live there.
I guess I'll go sleep in a hotel. Sure, why not?
Well, in Lancaster, it is not difficult for you to find a hotel whatsoever.
I'm going with him,
Alright.
I guess. We'll just do some.
Go to bed early, get up, break a day.
We'll do scoping. Oh, did they have night vision goggles? I forgot to ask you that.
Roll me a look, Joe.
Levi had asked, so. That's good. Okay, 2.
Yeah, they do.
I guess we got night
They
vision
have
goggles.
some pretty high-end ones,
I guess we're getting some pretty high-end night vision goggles.
Ooh. Just got these bad boys in.
Obviously, they had gas mask, right?
Yeah, we have gas masks.
Is there anything in particular you all are wanting to do overnight or, between now and the next morning?
I just want to, like, if there's a doorstop in my hotel room, I want to shove it in so nobody can get in the middle of the night.
I'm going to take cute Instagram photos. I'm going to obviously get in my, night lolly attire and doll myself up a little bit for everyone. Maybe cosplay a little bit. I'll do a little short TikTok saying how tomorrow we're doing, a long live stream of us going through the town.
Okay.
I'm going to have all the equipment set up, in pack and such, and see what happens.
That's a plan.
And that'll be all I do. Besides send a little
I'm going to my
Uber to
grandparents'
everybody,
house.
tell them I'm sleepy.
I'm not sleeping with these two motherfuckers that just went into a gun store and literally bought everything they could possibly think to buy. No.
Like I said, the whole staying off the grid thing is
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, no, when you, when I actually thought about it, and it was like, we just bought a shit ton of shit at this fucking gun store. Everybody's going to be known.
While online with
Yeah.
somebody that's making quite a bit off YouTube, so he obviously has enough followers. Probably quite a few in Lancaster.
Yeah.
Especially since Gwendolyn grew up there, they'd feel a connection, so I'm sure quite a few are in Lancaster. So, yeah, no.
Why you got a shotgun, Gwendolyn? Oh, we're going to hunt deer.
The off the
Not even
grid
hunting
thing sailed
season.
out the window before this even started.
Yeah.
Like character creation, the off the grid thing went out the window.
Go ahead and get ready to give us a break here.
Yeah, we're going to cut for a break.